The gimmick of the movie is that the main character has suffered neurological damage in his childhood because of the car crash with his parents. Because of that, he has some kind of, I don't know, he's hearing voices, okay? He's hearing white noise in the head. And the way he copes with that is he listens to music to drown out the voice.
Retarded means slow. Is he slow? No. Slow.
And I just love that simple gimmick so much. It's the most relatable, one of the most relatable movies I can think of. I think a lot of people do this thing where they listen to music to deal with it day to day, right? For me particularly, when I watch the movie, I just think of myself in a lot of situations in my life overall. The way he vibes out to some random tune whenever nobody's around, and even if somebody's around sometimes. Well, I don't do it to this extreme, but it's something I do a lot. It's, working in the post mail, there's a lot of assholes that want to waste your time. To deal with them, I listen to music practically non-stop. I always have my AirPods in, and it helps me to drown out the chaos of all the streets and everything. And that's basically what happens in the movie, except obviously taken to a complete extreme. But that's fine, because nothing in art, media, or whatever is supposed to be taken literally. You're never gonna find a piece of art or whatever that you can relate to exactly one-to-one, In the movie, he always sets up the exact perfect song with the perfect beats matching the getaway ride he's trying to perform at the time. He's basically like a getaway driver for heist and criminals, GTA 5 type shit. In real life, you can't do that possibly, but when I do something, well, I guess similar, where I choose the tracks that I think that are gonna fit into my work day. If I listen to, I often listen to some actual trash hard style that it just sounds like someone's bashing a hammer against a sheet of metal. But it works, dude. When I'm running up and down the stairs, it fits. It's I often I try not to do this because I look actually demented, but when I hit a beat, sometimes I do a fucking move. Throughout the movie, Baby is not portrayed as some sort of a good guy or a hero, although he does have a bunch of redeemable qualities, where he's helping the elderly blind man to get by, basically being his caretaker.
How's that working out for you?
He's not exactly a good guy either. He is helping all these criminals get away with killing people, robbing people. Most of the time, he just stands by and what lets it happen, which also another relatable thing for me. Where I work, I tend to engage with the lowest of the low. This is what the society has to offer. Just absolute fucking trash people. I don't physically have enough energy in me to step into every situation that is completely just fucked up. It's also not my job or whatever, I just let it happen most of the time. But just like in the movie, where there comes a point where Baby just sees something so fucked up, he can't just let it slip by. I've had that happen too recently, actually. Well, basically, I was walking past some two absolute subhuman freaks sitting up on a bench. There's a pavement here. There's the bench. There's some schoolgirls walking by, and it's clear that they're coming back from the school ending ceremony or whatever. And these two absolute freaks are sitting up on that bench, and they're just like this. They're looking at them and they're laughing to each other. They're describing all the things they want to do to them, sexually. And I'm just thinking, what in the fuck? Why do they think they can just get away with doing some shit like that in public, in broad daylight? It wasn't I'm such a hero moment. I just was so fucking tilted. I just wanted to make them mad. And there's a bench, and I walk past them, and I'm just I see you gentlemen are connoisseurs of underage girls. And one of them gets so fucking mad, he starts chasing me. Almost got into a fight right there. But I told him to stay the fuck back, or I'm gonna punch him, and then his friend dragged him back, I guess. And in the movie, a similar thing happens, conceptually similar. Obviously, it's way different because he actually kills one of the fucking criminals that he's been helping. That guy was a menace to society throughout the entire part of the movie where he was present. Ever since he gets introduced, he's just like a complete psycho where he's just fucking shit up for no reason. Also, check out this scene. I just love how the shots are synced with the music. Not a very complicated concept, but it's so well done. They make a stop at like a petrol station and he robs the place, not for money. He just like steals a bunch of like bubble gums or some shit. Then they go to a restaurant. He doesn't want to pay for the dinner. He just wants to shoot like and rob the place, I guess. It's just like for no reason. He has no chill. And at some point he's in a heist with Baby. By the end of the movie, he shoots a guard and well, Baby gets pissed off and he steps on the pedal of the car, and there happens to be a construction truck like in front of them, and a huge metal bar just fucking pierces this motherfucker through the front window of the car and through like his chest, kills him on spot. What now? Basically, I do that every other day. And yeah, when there's a high stress situation, he just like presses the fucking play button on the headset or whatever, and he just lets the adrenaline like wash off with to the tune of the song. And I do that a lot. I do that every day practically. You know, there's some compulsive disorder, like OCD lady doing some retarded shtick of hers. Some OCD lady that I'm paying out the pension to, and she's doing some like absolute deranged thing where she looks at like every other banknote and she just like inspects it, and if she doesn't like the way it's shaped or whatever, she just changes it. She's like, I don't like how this looks, can you give me another? And I have to suffer through it because she also gives me a good tip. But with music playing in my headset, it's not that bad. I also have this ability to focus on what people are saying despite music playing in my fucking headset. Something that Baby does a lot in the movie. You know, AirPods Pro, not to do some free marketing for them, but you know, the active noise cancelling or like the transparency mode, that's actual sci-fi shit. I don't have like neurotic whatever damage, but I do have ADHD, and the music, it helps me to make the brain shut the fuck up. So I guess in a way, it's pretty similar, I guess, to the concept of the movie. Either if it's music or I'm literally listening to like Warhammer 40k lore for some reason. In some more sticky situations in my life, when I was in a court case with my father, that was on another, what would you say? It's on another, you know, high stress situation where music helped a lot. And yeah, Sigma.